Meanwhile, there's another coronavirus outbreak in the executive branch. According to the Washington Post, more than 130 Secret Service agents assigned to the White House are under quarantine, after being infected or being exposed to someone who tested positive. Quote, the spread of the coronavirus, which has sidelined roughly 10% of the agency's core security team, is believed to be partly linked to campaign rallies that President Trump held in the weeks before the November 3rd election. According to the People, who, like others interviewed for this report, spoke on the condition of anonymity to describe the situation. Joining me now is Carol Leonnig, who co-wrote the article. She is a Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter with the Washington Post and an MSNBC contributor. She's also the co-author of a remarkable book called A Very Stable Genius, Donald J. Trump's Testing of America. Carol, you and I spoke yesterday about this. What do we know about these 130 or so Secret Service agents who make up about 10% of the staff of the Secret Service, the protective staff of the Secret Service, who are pretty much sidelined at this point?
That's right, Ali. In the last several weeks, the Secret Service has been discussing the damage done to their security bubble for the White House, for the president, for the vice president's residence, because 10% of the people who are called Secret Service uniform division officers have either tested positive for COVID in recent weeks or had to stay at home for 2 weeks to quarantine because they're expected to have been exposed for a long period of time to other people that are infected, usually coworkers. It's not rocket science to figure out how they got COVID. A lot of them were on the road and anxious about doing so to help support and create security, Ali, around President Trump's campaign events. To be fair, they were also out on the road to protect Vice President Biden, who was campaigning. It's just that so many more of them were at Trump events because there were more Trump rallies. As you remember, there were 5 different cities that Trump stopped in the last 2 days of his campaign. So that's 10 cities. That's 5 different teams of Secret Service officers who all have to be in those locations and who have to be out on the road with 2 big risk factors. One, White House staff that don't wear masks and a campaign that doesn't wear masks, and many of them that came down with COVID. And the second is they're leaving their home base, going out into cities where COVID is spiking.
And neither of those two risks are actually what Secret Service officers sign up for. We don't know much about them. We don't talk to them. They don't talk to the press. We know about them from movies and books because these people do their jobs with anonymity, essentially. And they all agree implicitly to the idea that they will take a bullet for the President of the United States. They will die if someone tries to kill the President of the United States. This isn't part of the deal, dying from something that is preventable, getting a potentially fatal illness from something that is preventable.
You completely hit the nail on the head, and probably the only reason that I have this story in the first place. These are folks who do their work as exhausting and defeating as it can be at times, as dull as it can be at times, staying up all night in a hotel stairway to make sure nobody gets up to the presidential suite. These are people who do their work without complaint. They drink coffee for 2 days straight to stay up. They work on their days off. But this is a risk, Ali, as you've put it so well, that they can't mitigate. They can't calculate a plan for this. They are security professionals who know what to do about a bullet, about a line of sight that's dangerous, about a truck bomb that could get close to the president. They know what to do about that. But in this case, they cannot protect themselves from it. And several of them are asking, why exactly am I going out on the road for a rally? Is it really that necessary? What about my mother, who might be compromised when I come home, who lives with us? What about my daughter who has this health problem? These are things that the Secret Service did not sign up for.
Carol, thank you for your remarkable reporting on this. This is a tough story. Carol Leonnig is a Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter for the Washington Post and a co-author of A Very Stable Genius, Donald J. Trump's Testing of America. Thank you, my friend.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.